I stop wearing overcoats and start wearing gis. But it's so cold here. You'd think someone would spring for central heating.
Three Manhattan.
Now I'll show those guys.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the...
Can you believe they're still making video games about losers like the Avengers? They already had their turn. 2, in fact. Though I'm not sure if they're both strictly canon. Either way, when was the last time you saw a game with a duck on the cover? The industry needs to change, starting with my new game, codename Project Egg. Sadly, my Quackstarter campaign fell through, so I'm gonna need to find the funds for this thing some other way. Think you could help me find a wealthy entrepreneur that I could hit up for the dough?
Chilly up here, huh? Like...
You won't regret it, kid. See what you can find out from the folks around here. There's gotta be at least one money bags in this joint.
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain.
The thing they don't warn you about when working at the bank is the folks who keep you working late drying off waterlogged treasure. How'd it get so wet? And why was there so much of it? Whoever it belonged to must be rich.
Be pleased to know that my incredible Kango Rail service is now free to all. Sure, it's not that convenient when there are cars everywhere and most people just fly, but it was...
Find out anything about our wealthy friend?
You know Howard the Duck? I got something I was hoping you could pass on to him. A big slap upside the head. That feathered crook stole my sandwich. You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
I need a change of scenery.
I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe not daring.
Whoever they got...
That old prospector over in the Old West said he pulled a big hole of something out of the water the other day. Didn't say what it was, but he was winking so hard I thought he was going to hurt himself. And he was soaking wet. What a strange fellow.
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain. Times are hard enough in the city without giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh? Well, who's...
ATM refused my card the other day. Apparently because my bank doesn't exist in this universe anymore. So now I'm pretty much living on a diet of bits of old shoe, which is surprisingly good if you leave it to soak in rainwater for a while.
Yes, quite lovely.
I'd been saving up for months to buy my dream car. But since everywhere I needed to drive to no longer exists, I don't need it anymore. So I did the logical thing and burned all my money. The bank called and told me my assets had been frozen. Get it? Because the city's literally frozen? But yeah, I'm also snowed under with debt.
Man, it's cold.
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly.
So what do you got for me?
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff. I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones.
Could be something there. If we can confirm it wasn't just an old booty dug up. Well, I appreciate you passing on the message without the violence. But technically it was more of a croque madame than a sandwich. They set the money on what? Ugh, that could have been our meal ticket.
I really want to roll a big...
Well, that's tragic, and a little bit disgusting, and absolutely no help to me. Promising. If we knew who cashed in that loot, we could definitely hit them up. So putting what you've told me through the old Detective Mellon, we can deduce that the old prospector over in the Old West recently came into some serious cheddar. This is perfect.
Is it odd?
The only thing now is to figure out how to convince an old-timey prospector to invest in a Talking Ducks video game. But that won't be the weirdest thing I do all week by any stretch. Thanks for the help, kid. Oh, and if you run into Forbush Man, could you tell him the funds are in the bag? Last I heard, the poor guy was looking into making money through social media marketing.
Hey, at least we still have our health. Oh, come on. I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Giant fireball to deal with.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy.
It's always reassuring to see Shuri doing her rounds.
President Bear stole my cactus.
Where is this guy? I didn't realize we were working with such a diva.
Keep up the good work, hero. I mean,
I've noticed no one has thought to write a national anthem. So here's something. Kang, 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 Kang.
Don't mind me. Just a teeny minor situation at the old super supply store. All under control. Take it you notice the floating? Very sharp. I spilled a drum of anti-grav on myself. Don't come in, though. It's all in hand. Oh, now, where's that emergency override? Hey, get out of here! This place is covered in invisibility serum. The you break it, you bought it policy still counts when you can't see it, you know. The luck of the claw. I mean draw. Luck of the draw. Yeah. Why would I say claw? Go. You really saved the day there, hero. Such fine work deserves a prize. If you take a nosy in that cash register, there should be a little something for your trouble.
I always thought Scotland had a city on the mountains. Shame Kang didn't put that in the Chronopolis. Guess he must understood how to budget to stick to.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
Fake news reports are being circulated saying people don't like being part of Chronopolis. Citizens are reminded that watching or listening to any news other than official Kang news is a crime, punishable by lifelong imprisonment.
Where is this guy? I didn't realize we were working with such a...
Yes, quite lovely. Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Ugh, if I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, ooh, I'm gonna do something.
No! Help me!
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
Is it odd that I'm really craving ice cream?
Is there a person out there who can understand my vision?
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out the frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
I ain't seen this much trash in one place since my last family reunion.
The tales know this place as the nexus of all realities, where worlds collide, and where I hope to find...
That's all well and good, but it ain't helping me get this safe open. Gotta be all sorts of dinero in there. Lend me a hand, and maybe I'll share it with you.
What care I for dinero? I have traveled an age in search of my lady's belongings, only to find them stuck in this foul swamp tree.
We've all been there, friend.
What?
Mm-hmm.